Hey, Jeff, didn't you say early on not to overreact to preseason football? I mean, there's overreactions the entire season. I mean, it's just when the regular season starts, at some level, I think it's kind of cool. All we know is what is right in front of us. Preseason is pretty dumb, yet I'm about to go there. I don't think I'm overreacting, except for one little guy. And I might like my bet that I'm not overreacting, but we're a few weeks into preseason football, the obligatory winners and losers, right? I don't like that. Who lost? Who won? I'll give you a perfect example. Everywhere you look, Justin Fields, the starting quarterback for the Bears, is getting just great praise. I mean, look, I think it'd be cool if the Bears matter. I think he's a fun player to watch. I'm not buying, okay? I wasn't buying before he went off during a preseason game, and I'm not buying after. I'd love to be wrong. The body of work says I'm not wrong. The fact that he runs around too much and usually has a terrible offensive line tells me that's borrowed time. You can't run around the NFL. You can't. You get hurt. You don't last long. But he did play very well in his first preseason game. The rookie quarterbacks, how much to read into that? Not much, because they're on teams that suck. Again, the whole world only talks about quarterbacks and what the quarterback did with little regard whatsoever. Take, for example, Bryce Young, who I do think is the closest to being a surgeon. That's what I look for, surgeons, not athletes, surgeons. The closest to being a surgeon of the rookie group. And he's running for his life already in a preseason game because their offensive line is trash. So, we're going to overreact to quarterbacks every which way, including these rookies. Mostly they're going to be terrible. They're probably going to be terrible because they're surrounded by terrible teams. So, I tell you who did play pretty well, though, who probably put a stake in the ground, was Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay. But again, that team sucks, and there's only so much a quarterback can do. Am I overreacting? Not really. No. I tell you who we should overreact to. I like it. It's fun. It's cool. It's different. And he is 5 feet, 5 inches, and I'm not even sure that's accurate. Deuce Vaughn is a cool player. I think that works for Dallas. I really do. I really do. There's two really good things so far that I think you can trust about what's happening with Dallas. You can't read into whatever Dak Prescott is doing day by day. You know the defense is going to be really good. You don't know about their kicking. There's some stuff you just don't know yet. You don't know how much better Dak Prescott is going to be. That's true. So you can react all you want. I think there are two things you can trust. One, they really need Zach Martin. Really. Every day that goes by, he becomes more valuable. He's the offensive guard. He is one of the best offensive linemen ever to play in Dallas, and every day he's not there, I think he makes more money and should. That, I think, is an absolute fact. The other is, I think it works with Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn, if you haven't seen him, you got to check him out. It's a blast. Now, it's hard to find him, and I'm not kidding. And I do think that works. He's 5'5", 179, and I challenge you to get a hold of that guy. It's hilarious. One, you can't find him when he's running, and that is a real thing. I mean, I actually think the teams, if he turns out to be as good as he already looks, and is such a change of pace, it's just such a different kind of player back there. I do think teams are going to start thinking about, where can we find a 5'5" guy? There's not many. Not many can move like that. But it's a problem for defenses. So this is setting itself up really nicely for Dallas. Do I know that he's going to be effective yet? No, I don't for sure. Would I bet on it? Yes, I would. I sure would. Well, but Jeff, it's preseason. They can't catch him in practice. You can't find him. There's no way you can game plan for this guy, this kid, touching the ball 12 times. The reason why you can't game plan for it is you can't see him. You don't know where he is behind the line. It's the craziest thing. I mean, if you could mic up defensive players when he touches the ball, I promise you would hear people screaming, "Where is he? Where is he?" When they mic up other coaches, defensive coaches, then they're going to scream, "Where is he?" And they're going to be screaming at players. The players are going to come off the field saying, "I don't know, I couldn't see him." It's really strategically a big advantage. Now, the guy can move around like crazy. So what it does, I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of this, but I'm just going to set it up for you. It's absolutely straight from playing in the playground when that used to be legal. Now you can't do it. If you tackled somebody, you would go to prison. But back when you would chase guys around, there was always the kid, the best one you could never catch. He made you look stupid. But I mean, here's one where that little guy you can never catch, and that's the way it looks when he's out there running around. He's 5'5", 179, and the dude can flat out play. You can't get a good hit on him. You can't catch him because you can't see him. So they put him back there, right? It's not hard to figure this out. They put him in the backfield. You give him the ball, right? And so you've got across the front, everyone is 6'3", 4, 5 or higher. Okay? And they're all shoving. And they're standing upright. He gets the ball, and he does this thing, I'm sure because his entire life he's done it this way. So he doesn't really go diving into the space yet, the hole. He stops there at the line of scrimmage, and then he knows he's got a brief moment. Now tell me I'm getting this wrong. He's got this brief moment where he can look around and decide which way he wants to go because no one can find him. No one can find him. And then he pops out. Next thing you know, there's 7 yards. It's hilarious. I think it's a real advantage. I think he plays a great deal. I think he matters a lot. Now, you couldn't do it every down, but nobody plays that way anymore. It is if it works the way it looks already, and I don't know how you don't have to game plan for him because the fact that he's 5'5" and can run like crazy works to his advantage. I don't know how many touches is the right amount. I'm going to guess less than 12. But those 12 are funny. They're funny. And then when somebody does kind of see him, you can't, and he's so quick and small, you can't really get a hold of him. Now, if they ever do grab a hold of him, they're going to throw him like a doll. But good luck finding this dude. I love it. I really do. I think it's a brilliant draft pick. I think it could be a brilliant it's not just a change of pace. It's like a pitch nobody has in baseball that no one can see coming. It's like the Cowboys found a guy that is a completely new pitch. You've not seen anything like that. Could it be a short shelf life? I guess, maybe. But I tell you what, the first 6-8 weeks, good luck to you. Go ahead. Watch him. Watch what happens. So I love it, and I'm overreacting, absolutely. I don't think I'm wrong. I've watched enough football to know somehow that other team can't find you. They cannot find you. What else? Other stuff was just bad. It's just young quarterbacks are just bad. The teams are bad. What you know is bad is going to be bad. The teams that suck are going to suck. Sorry, Texans, you're bad. You're not as bad as the Cardinals, who are going to try to lose every single game. Buccaneers, I feel badly for Baker Mayfield because I think in there is a pretty good player. Stuck in another horrible spot. They suck. The teams that are going to be good, no matter what they're doing in preseason, are going to be good. But in Dallas, those are the two takeaways. Zach Martin's value grows every day. And I think Deuce Vaughn he's going to make Jerry and Stephen Jones, who can do a lot of things that are dumb, who can make a lot of mistakes. I'm going to go all in and say I think he's going to make them look genius.